Hi there.
Hi.
Last week, Andrew and I reacted to Taylor Swift's Folklore Long Pond studio sessions on Disney+. That is a long title. We understand.
It really is.
We get it. But yeah, we reacted to it. I cried and, you know, love Jack Antonoff. And I just wanted to say thank you for 1,000 subscribers. That is a huge deal here on YouTube. So if you are a subscriber, thank you so much. That has been a goal of mine for a very long time, and I really appreciate every single person who subscribes to my YouTube channel. Thank you.
Yay.
We are here to break down all of the Easter eggs left behind in the Long Pond studio sessions. Are you ready?
No.
If you are unfamiliar, Taylor Swift loves to leave behind what Swifties call Easter eggs. This means she drops hints as to upcoming songs, upcoming albums, just dropping hints everywhere, wouldn't you say? Like,
yeah, everything from her life to her work, little details hidden everywhere.
And you sometimes don't catch the hidden things until years later. So it's very interesting. It's a very fun game for the Swifties. But we are going to make sure that you know all of the hidden Easter eggs in the recent film. If you love anything and everything Taylor Swift, this is a channel for you. I react to pop music, country music. I talk about pop culture a lot, oftentimes about Taylor Swift. So be sure to hit the subscribe button, give this video a like, and please comment below your favorite performance from the Long Pond studio sessions, because it is so interesting to hear everyone's favorite. Mine was definitely August, if you watched my reaction. So be sure to comment below and let us know. There's a lot of talk about Taylor Swift re-recording her first 6 albums.
Yep.
That would be. And I did a whole video about this where I break down who owns Taylor's albums and all that drama. You can check it out, linked in the description. It is a mess.
It really is.
We as Swifties are really looking forward to hearing these new albums and getting to kind of relive the joy of early Taylor Swift music. Yeah,
especially like the first 3 albums.
Yeah.
I cannot wait.
With that being said, shortly into the Long Pond studio sessions documentary on Disney+, this is the longest title ever, we're just gonna call it the film.
Yeah.
The film. We're just gonna simplify it. She says, and I quote, "Stand up with shaking hands," when she's talking about bringing Folklore to her new record label and being like, should I put this out? Do you want me to put this out?
She didn't tell them until the week before.
The week before.
But they said yes.
They said yes. "Stand up with shaking hands" is also a line from one of my favorite Taylor Swift songs, "Speak Now." I definitely think that is her like nodding to us, like, I'm working on the re-record, like I'm thinking about my past songs. Do you?
Absolutely. Those lyrics are in her brain.
Oh yeah. So the fact that she just like sprinkled that in, I was like, yes.
Absolutely.
Also, shortly into the film, Taylor Swift says, if we're going to recalibrate everything, we might as well start with what we love first.
I absolutely think that is part of her mindset.
Yeah.
In that quote, I think she's lost a lot of things. A lot of things have been taken away from her, and so she not only started fresh with a new album, but also is kind of starting fresh, going back to the beginning of her career as well.
But I also think, you know, she mentioned in one interview, the interviewer, I think it was on GMA, asked her, oh, what's been your favorite song to re-record so far? And she said Love Story. Yeah. Is she re-recording what she wanted to first? Like, is she going in order? Like, I have so many questions about this re-recording.
I feel like she is, yeah.
I don't know. Is that alluding to like, oh, I'm gonna start with what I love first?
That's true.
We'll see.
At the end of the Cardigan performance, she...
Your favorite?
Yeah. Well, Cardigan's my favorite song, but my favorite performance in the movie is This Is Me Trying, or Mirrorball. At the end of Cardigan, she has a quick little giggle and says, "That was so fun," which I picked up on immediately in the trailer, as did a lot of other fans. This is a direct nod to the very end of Stay, Stay, Stay.
Off of Red.
Off of Red. She has the same little giggle, also says that was so fun. So just another direct reference to an old work. And it's so hard to know too, because obviously like it's her, like it's ingrained in her.
Yeah.
Like,
but with Taylor, nothing's ever just there. It always, something always means something, so.
Especially because she put it in the trailer too.
Yeah. This wasn't really an Easter egg, but we would like to debrief it in this video. William Bowery. There was an alias name on Folklore. No one knew who it was, but Swifties did speculate. I feel like it was between 2 people, either Joe Alwyn or Harry Styles.
Yeah, there was really no other options.
And people really thought it was Joe Alwyn because they stayed at the Bowery Hotel or something.
Yeah.
Is that the name of the hotel?
I honestly was like all in on the Harry theory.
Yeah, I kind of was too. I kind of liked the idea of that.
I didn't really care about the Joe one.
When I found out it was Joe though, I was like so proud. I was like, what the heck?
Oh yeah, I love Joe.
Yeah, we love Joe in this house. Taylor in this film confirmed that her boyfriend Joe Alwyn of like, oh my God,
4 years.
I don't even know how many years, is a co-writer on 2 songs, Exile and Betty.
Yep.
He wrote the piano part in Exile and
and lyrics too.
Yeah, that is so cool. Like him and Taylor Swift were quarantined together and they were like, might as well write a song, I guess. Like,
what blew my mind though was the Betty part. Apparently he just was singing the chorus in the other room.
Yeah, and she just walked in and she was like,
yeah.
I guess it's time we talk about the eye contact that freaks you out.
Oh my God, it made me so uncomfortable. In My Tears Ricochet and Mad Woman, she's staring directly at the camera, but this is, again, no secret, is directly at this master situation.
Yeah, I definitely think in the film she tries to like not make it about her masters and her old albums.
Yeah.
But like if you know that she's like alluding to that.
It's again, like you said, if you know, you know.
You know.
If you don't, you miss it. Yeah, and at the end of My Tears Ricochet, she adds a lyric at the end of the performance. Look at all of my tears turning into your tears. Not on the album, only in the live version, but also just a direct reference to how this whole ordeal is not going as well for them as they probably would have hoped.
What'd they expect? What did they expect?
You know, I was sad, but you will be soon. Also, in the explanation for Mirrorball, she revealed that the bridge and really the whole song is inspired by the pandemic, but the bridge specifically was written after Loverfest was canceled, which obviously we're still hoping is postponed.
We have really good tickets to that, so
canceled, and I really don't care if it's next year or 5 years down the road. I just do not want to go through the stress in purchasing those tickets ever again in my life.
Again. When they sent home the horses and the rodeo clowns. That is Loverfest?
Yeah, sometimes when watching this, we're like, what is she talking about? Like, we've never thought of this before. Just so many little reveals, like nothing huge besides William Bowery, but just all the little things sprinkled in that we didn't know before.
Oh, UPS!
Shut up. If it's my blanket, I'll scream. I've been waiting for my freaking Taylor blanket for 14 weeks. Definitely not.
UPS person's just parked in front of my house.
Are you kidding me? If it arrived right now, I'd die.
Also in the film, Taylor Swift says that the girl August is about, she's named Augustine.
Or Augusta. She can't decide.
Yeah.
Apparently.
What is that? Like, there has to be something going on there. Why August?
That is a great point. I guess because it's about the summer.
The summertime, but
it was obviously very intentional as opposed to like June or July.
Yeah. I wonder if there's any significance to Taylor and why she wrote it. I mean, I'm sure there is. I think if I were to choose, it would be Augustine.
I think so too.
Right?
Yeah, Augusta's awful.
So you brought up a very good point last night. Taylor Swift has this song called Better Than Revenge on Speak Now. It's kind of about how another woman like stole your man.
Yes,
and
it's her kind of saying, how dare you take him from me, calling her out, dragging her through the mud on this song, which has been pointed out as a little problematic.
Yeah.
And people have been wondering if she will adjust the lyrics or even re-record it in general in the re-recording of Speak Now. I've always gone back and forth on it.
Yeah,
like,
same.
It's like, I love Better Than Revenge. She has so many songs like dragging all the men in her life. Like, I think it's fair, especially for a 19-year-old, to have like one song directed at this new girlfriend of her ex. And speaking about August, she is now like kind of relating to the other woman and saying the myth of some other girl coming to take your man like isn't true. Now she's recognizing that a decade later and saying like now she sympathizes with this person because this person now just wants to be loved just from a different perspective.
I hate in that like 3-person scenario how like the blame often like goes to the girl when in reality it's really James's fault that he like did this to Betty and Augustine. Another thing she talks about is when she brings up hoax towards the end of the film, she's like, I really like the way the word looks, like it has an X.
Yeah, so weird.
And when we were watching it, we were like, an X? Like an ex-boyfriend? Like, what is that alluding to? I mean, it could just be that, but knowing her, like, that's so random to say. I don't know what that Easter egg means, but I feel like it is one. Do you feel that way?
I don't know. It's just so strange. Like, I wouldn't be surprised.
Like, is she alluding to the Getaway Car lyrics where she's like, X marks the spot, boom, fill the pot? Is that her being like, I'm thinking about you, rep? Like,
yeah, I mean, like, it's definitely a leap, but
it's a jump.
I feel like maybe she has some weird fixation on this letter X, and like, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw it again.
Yeah. That's like the joy of these Easter eggs, is you never know.
Yeah.
Lastly, Taylor Swift is gonna run away.
Yeah. She's been wanting to.
Towards the end, when they're talking about the lakes, her and Jack Antonoff are sitting down and she's like explaining about how the poets like go away to the woods in the middle of nowhere. I don't think she likes anymore like this social media like fame like world, and I definitely see as she gets older, I mean, she already like isn't that connected as she was years ago. No. So I definitely see her like building healthy boundaries for herself and like just doing whatever she wants with her life, if that is going out in the woods and living.
Yeah. I feel like Folklore kind of proved that she can.
Yes.
For her. Reputation was also kind of very minimal press. Reputation, there's basically nothing until the tour. Yeah. But Folklore just kind of exists.
Yeah, I just thought it was so interesting how she's like, it is fascinating how they run away. I was like, this girl's leaving us. She's gonna leave us and just write songs in the woods. Yeah. Like,
I'm fine
by
with
the lakes. I'm happy for her. Yeah. I'm happy.
She can do it.
I also think with this film was really try to relate it to other people.
Well, My Tears Ricochet, like, she's going on and on about divorce.
Yeah,
but
like,
it's not like, it's a very subtle way of referencing this professional relationship that she broke away from. That is just talent. That is songwriting talent. And she's got it. She's got it pouring out of her veins. It is just so good. Had it since day one. So
is there anything we missed? Is there anything you noticed? Is there any Easter eggs left behind that we didn't mention in this video? Please comment them below and let us know, because we're so curious. As Swifties, we're always trying to figure out Easter eggs and what's going on in the mind of Taylor Swift. Again, be sure to check out our reaction to the Long Pond studio sessions. I will link it below and at the end of this video. Follow Andrew on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram, myself as well. Any last words? Taylor Swift gets the last word.
I hope she lets me rest.
Thank you for watching. Bye.